It seems that Oda, as always, insists on weaving clever repetitions throughout his story. Repetitions that aren't mere replays, but dramatic mirrors reflecting the deep architecture of the world he's built. The scene we saw in Elbaf, where the sacred knights failed to subdue the giants, and Imu suddenly appeared, radiating a terrifying aura of Conqueror's Haki that shook Luffy and Loki, now echoes almost identically in God Valley, only on a far grander, more terrifying scale. According to the latest chapter leaks, Imu unleashed an overwhelming burst of Conqueror's Haki that left Roger and Garp utterly stunned, while every Marine soldier around them collapsed, and even the Vice Admirals lost consciousness. The scene, the rhythm, it's as if Oda wants us to live the moment twice across two timelines, suggesting that history in this world doesn't move in a straight line. It folds back onto itself, devouring its own path. What intensifies this almost metaphysical sense of repetition is Imu's actions in both instances. When she took control of Gunko's body in Elbaf, she turned the giants into will-less demons. Now in God Valley, she repeats the same act, transforming the slaves of the Davy family into demons fighting alongside Garling against the rocks. This pattern reveals a hidden philosophy in Oda's storytelling. Every old tragedy resurfaces. Every curse doesn't disappear. It's passed down through generations. From this, we can predict what awaits once the flashback ends. Luffy will face giants turned into demons by Imu herself, as if the fate of the old rocks is replaying in the present, just with new faces.
As for Garp, despite being at the center of events, he seems like the character most in the dark about what's really happening. The Celestial Dragons, who disguised the hunt as an innocent field trip, managed to conceal the truth even from the highest-ranking Marines. Only Kong knew, but he chose to stay silent, while Garp remained unaware until the catastrophe unfolded before his eyes. When he finally witnessed the mass slaughter of civilians, he couldn't stay silent, calling Sengoku an outrage, then Kong himself, furious at what he had seen. This deeply human moment reveals the real Garp, an honest man, naive, courageous, but blind to the strings of the bigger game, much like his grandson Luffy, who refuses to think beyond the fight. From this delayed awareness, an unexpected alliance could emerge between him, Roger, and perhaps even the rocks themselves against Imu, once he fully comprehends the scale of what's happening. In the shadow of this dark scene, Imu's control over Saturn and the release of that devastating Haki likely eliminated many sacred knights who failed in their missions. This explains Gunko and Kellingham's rise to higher ranks after their predecessors were wiped out. It's as if the very hierarchy of the holy world reshapes itself atop the ashes of those who failed to understand Imu's hidden will. Through this, Oda crafts a repeated scene that grows deeper each time. A scene where repetition becomes revelation, and replays become comprehension. In One Piece, nothing happens by accident. Every repetition is the shadow of a truth yet untold. And as leaks suggest, Kaido, Big Mom, and Whitebeard joined the rocks to support him against Imu. It's likely that when Roger witnessed the sheer force of Haki being unleashed, he followed suit, and Garp too, driven by curiosity like Luffy. In the next chapter, everyone will confront Imu, but the game is in her hands. Ultimately, the story that the world consumes is the story she chooses to let unfold, just as Sengoku recounted it. Imu won't bother fighting them all personally. Instead, she will transform the rocks into a demonic being to carry out the task, then withdraw along with the remaining sacred knights and celestial dragons, letting her plan play out perfectly.